So now we're done. We've defined our imaging parameters for a microplate. We've defined our imaging parameters for a chamber slide. And the last thing I want to show you is how is that used in the interface while you run the system. As you probably know, the machines can be run in two different modes. One is called manual mode, that allows you to directly interface with the system and interact with the system. The other one is called experiment mode, and that's the mode where everything is automated. And the only interaction you have with the system is to get it started. Let's look at manual mode first. As you know, in the interface, I can click this little microscope icon, and that will start the manual mode interface. First thing I need to do is select my plate type. What makes it very easy here is that my new 96 well plate is one of my favorites, so it's right there. I can select it and hit OK. And as you can see, right now we're looking at the live feed from the camera. My cells are almost in focus right now. This is the starting point for the system, and because we did a good job at defining bottom elevation, we're already there. And so if you ask the system to autofocus right now, it will try a little bit, but it will be very quick because you're already where you want to be. And as the machine moves across the plate, you will see that it maintains quick, accurate focus because we defined bottom elevation properly. So that's clearly a big benefit here. In automated mode, which is the other mode of operation that we also call experiment mode, let me create a new experiment here from the task manager, experiment, create new. I'm going to open the procedure, and in the procedure, one of the first things you need to do up in that drop-down list here is to select your plate type. As you see by default, the system selects a 96 well plate. This is not what you want to do. You want to select your specific plate type, and that allows you to make sure that you use all of the proper parameters, especially bottom elevation. And so here I'm going to go to my drop-down, select my 96 well plate, and then from there I can actually create my imaging steps and all of the steps I want in my procedure. As a side note, please note that there is this button here called Use Lid that you should select or unselect depending on whether or not your plate is actually equipped with a plate lid. This is important for mechanical reasons. The system needs to know how much vertical clearance is needed in the system to actually read your microplate or your sample. And so that is how your definition is used in the software in manual mode and in experiment mode. So in summary, we've discussed how you can define your labware very precisely in the software, and in particular, we've talked about the importance of bottom elevation and bottom thickness, and how they are critical to allow your system to reliably use its autofocus function, and that will give you great in-focus images reliably over time. If you have any other question on this topic or anything else that relates to imaging, please contact your local biotech rep or our technical support center. Thank you.